Hi everyone, this is Elena of The Witch's Box, and I'm here today with another episode of Witch Booktube. And today we're going to be talking about a book called Light Magic for Dark Times by Lisa Marie Basile. Basile or Basile? This is her bio. Lisa Marie Basile, or Basile, is the founding creative director of Luna magazine and the author of Light Magic for Dark Times and Wordcraft Witchery Writing for Ritual Manifestation and Healing, which is a forthcoming book. She has written for several different publications. She's also written a couple of different poetry collections. And she earned her master's degree in writing from the New School and studied literature and psychology as an undergrad at Pace University. I will link to the Luna magazine down below. She also has quite a social media presence, I think, so I'll link to that as well. So really quick, I love the design. I love the typography. It's clear, it's simple, it's clean, it draws the eye. I love the moon. It's a super simple illustration, but I really it's clean. I just like how attractive it is. The other thing I loved about this book is that there's an illustrator who did the illustrations here, and their name is Ada Kiesler, and she's at Ada Gracie, but I will link that below as well because the illustrations in this book were beautiful. There was a lot of simple kind of additions to each page that look like this, and then you'd get some gorgeous, beautiful drawings like this. Really, really gorgeous illustration work. I really enjoyed it. It added a lot of really great detail to the book. You know, it would have things like this. You can tell that I have notes everywhere. There's a section here on techniques on grounding. You know, there were just really beautiful little details that I really enjoyed seeing. And then this is the chapter break, which is really lovely as well. So this book comes really highly recommended. It's been out for, I think, just about a year now, maybe a little under a year. I don't know what month it was released, but it was released in 2018. I've seen it a lot on social media. People have mentioned the book to me. I wasn't going to review it, partly because, again, as a lot of you know, I'm kind of on this trek, this journey, this quest to find deeper magic books as opposed to things that are really beginner and superficial. And one of the things that kind of made me not want to get this book was that it says more than 100 spells, rituals, and practices for coping in crisis. So the more than 100 spells kind of turned me off, but the coping in crisis drew me in. So let's talk about it. The first chapter or so, I think, I could be wrong. Or I think the preface and the introduction, really, was a super basic beginning overview of witchcraft. What is it? Magic, spells, 101 stuff. Some of it kind of made me cringe a little bit because it didn't feel like it was offering complete information, but it's a super quick overview, so it's not really meant to go deep into anything. What I really did enjoy, and I would say that this book is a solid 3-star. It's not like life-changing and it's not bad, so it's just there. This book is a great partner, addendum, shelf partner to the book that we reviewed a few weeks ago, The Witch's Book of Self-Care, or The Witch's Guide to Self-Care. I'll link to that as well below, because the rituals and the spells in this book are designed for deep mental health self-care, as well as psychological, emotional self-care. And I'm going to read to you the chapters that are covered. Love, grief and trauma, negativity, regeneration and recharge, identity and body, shadow work, writing magic, last minute light. Last minute light is like if you have an emergency moment where you're just like having a full-on breakdown. These are spells and rituals that kind of help bring you back a little bit to kind of regroup you. There's also a section on finding your own craft, and the description of that is from sex spellcraft to kitchen witchery, find the kind of magic that best works for you. Great. There's a nice little list of resources in the back, as well as the index and about the author. The rituals and the spells are simple. They're easy to do. They don't take a lot of things. You can certainly replace something that you can't actually access. So none of it felt inaccessible. All of it felt like it was very modern, very real, very present time issues. And I don't have the titles to all of these spells memorized, so I'm not going to get it totally 100% right, but you're going to get the gist of it. There's work there for if you've been gaslit or gaslighted, how to do a ritual that would help you with that, how to recharge or regroup after you've been out like at a social justice demonstration or a march or some sort of event. Things like that are definitely very right now part of our lives, part of our mental health challenges that are facing society today, issues with identity, sexual identity, body issues, depression, love. It feels like an emotional mental health witchery first aid kit when you have the need. So, and that's what the title alludes to, right? Light magic for dark times. Yeah, I think it's a good resource. It's basic, it's beginner, but what I liked is that it gives you a broader idea of how to deal with some of these harder issues that we deal with on a day-to-day basis, when typically our mind doesn't necessarily go to magic or ritual as a way to move out of those spaces in a way that is transformative, emotionally, mentally, intellectually transformative, right? If I'm in pain, sometimes what do? We kind of have a reactionary moment where we might eat, we might try to numb ourselves, we might try to avoid, we might try to... This is a way to kind of face some of the stuff that's going on with us and ritual or spell our way through it. So I liked it for that. I think that it's a good resource in that way. So there you go. Light Magic for Dark Times, Lisa Marie Basile. I'm so sorry, Lisa, if you ever watch this, that I've literally said your last name four different ways. But I will definitely link to all of her work down below. The magazine I really enjoy. I think that it's a great look, so definitely check it out. And if you've read the book, I'd love to hear about it. Talk to me about it down below. And if there are other books, I think I would really like to see other books that address mental health issues through the lens of witchery that I could read. So if you know of any that are out there that are not 101, that dive deep into it, I would love to hear those recommendations, so please list those below. On the screen right now, you're going to see a logo pop up. Please click it and subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed already. Also click that bell next to the subscribe button below, and that will make sure that you get a notification whenever we have a new video. Until next time, blessed be.